My name is Theresa Bennett, and I want to share with you some of my struggles before I came to Breakthrough and some of the experience I've had since joining Breakthrough. So I think we all experienced that summer anxiety. I was to a point where I was tired of every summer. It was bathing suit time and I was not prepared to see myself in a bathing suit. I was tired of hearing myself complain about I'm overweight, I'm out of shape, I'm not healthy. And I thought, well, all right, I need to do something about it. So last summer I thought, okay, I'll join the Y. And I joined the Y and thought, well, I'll just go to a fitness class. That'll get me moving. But I didn't want to go to a fitness class because I didn't want to be the one that was out of shape and huffing and puffing in the fitness class. So I ended up never going. I knew that I would not go in and just start using the equipment because it intimidated me and I didn't really have a lot of training in that. So I just started looking around on the internet, just thinking, let me see if I can find a class or something that will inspire me to just motivate me to do something to get started. I was also having some mobility issues with my shoulder and I have some arthritis and just thought, you know, I can't really exercise because I have those issues, and if I'm not exercising, why bother eating right? But I had to do something. I had to get it off the ground. So as I was looking on the internet, I saw Breakthrough Personal Coaching and Wellness, and just liked the name of it, the fact that it had personal coaching and wellness, and I wanted to go check it out. So I called and I made an appointment and came in, and they asked me to dress in workout gear, so I did, but I didn't think I'd really be doing any major workout, so I thought they'd just show me around the place. But I actually did a full workout. I came in and Alexis threw me right in there, and it was a one-on-one and went through a whole entire workout. I kept thinking during the workout, at any moment now I'm probably going to just fall out on the ground and she's going to feel bad for pushing me this hard. But I never fell on the ground, and she did keep pushing, and within the range that she knew that I could handle, and in an hour I had finished an entire workout, which I couldn't believe that I had done because I hadn't worked out in years. So after the workout, I went in and I met Chris, the owner, and we sat down together. And he first asked me, you know, what brought you to Breakthrough? So we chatted a little bit about that, and I told him sort of the same thing that I was just explaining to you. Just tired of, you know, I'm complaining about myself being overweight. I'm complaining about I don't like the way that I look at my clothes. I don't have a lot of energy. I don't really know how I can fit all this into my life. I have kids, you know, I have husband, family, my mom lives with me. So I felt like he would probably say, yeah, you probably can't do that. So instead he said, well, let's talk about your goals. And I had never really even thought about having goals. So he took some time with me to help me articulate what my goals would be if I did come and start at Breakthrough. And at that point I thought, you know what, I like having goals, and I felt like I might actually be able to do something, to get started with something. So Chris went on and explained the program here and everything that Breakthrough has to offer. Gave me some things to read, told me go home, think about it, and give him a call, let him know what I'd like to do. So I thought in that moment, if I don't do something right now and I walk out that door, I'm probably not going to do anything. I'm probably going to continue to procrastinate and not get started with this journey that I really, really wanted to be on and didn't know how to start. So I said to Chris, I'm going to commit today. So he started talking to me about, you know, do you want to join for 6 months? Do you want to join for a year? And I said, you know, go big or go home. I knew that in 6 months I may not have the habits or be in the place that I need to be able to continue doing this and stay committed. So I said, I want to join for a year. And then he said, well, do you want to come 2 times a week for strengthening, or do you want to come 3 times a week for strengthening? And I said, 3 times a week. I'm just going to do this all the way, so 3 times a week. And then he said, do you want to come in the morning or do you want to come in the evening? And I said, morning. And I thought, who is this person saying they want to come and do something in the morning? Because if you ask anybody who knows me, they will tell you that I am up late working every night, and I'm the last one out of bed in the morning. My husband gets up early and gets the kids up for school, and I'm the last one to roll out. So the fact that I even said morning, I knew that something major was getting ready to happen for me in my life. So I'm going to tell you about my very first experience actually coming to Breakthrough. So once I made the commitment, I'm in for a year. I'm into coming in the morning. I felt really good. I felt really good that I actually made a decision, and I was starting this journey. So I was very nervous the first time that I came to a session. I thought, people are going to know immediately this is this person who is overweight, out of shape, but that didn't happen at all. The minute I walked through the door, the coaches knew exactly who I was. They called me by name. I came into the session, and it's a small group, 6 to 8 people, and they all introduced themselves to me, and we got started. We got started with the warm-up, and I was a little wobbly, but you know what? Some of the people that had been there a while were a little bit wobbly too. And I was encouraged to see that there were people in my group that were all ages, all shapes, all sizes, and it didn't matter to anybody. No one paid attention to that. They just, they were doing their thing. They were encouraging you to do yours, and I got through the warm-up, and then Chris worked with me one-on-one to start developing my personalized program. So I was very encouraged that no one was going to expect me to be just, lifting a certain weight or doing a certain movement. He knew about my shoulder, and I had gone for an initial meeting with a physical therapist, so he knew what was going on with that, and immediately started getting my program started. And I knew that I was going to do something that was going to be rigorous but safe and tailored to what I needed. And something that I didn't expect, because I really expected this to be all about weight loss, was the connection that I started to make to the people in my small group. And then I started to realize when I was making friends with them and having conversations with them and enjoying coming in the morning and seeing them, I started realizing that I needed to start making those connections outside of the gym as well. I started realizing that my world had become very small, that I let work and illness and things like that become obstacles that started making my world become smaller and smaller, and my circle of friends become smaller and smaller as well. So through my journey and coming to my workouts and starting to just feel better about the fact that I had gotten started, I started reaching out to people that I hadn't spoken to in years, and was just really excited to see them and reconnect, and just started opening up, just started blossoming. I hadn't lost a ton of weight or anything at that point, but it didn't matter. I was becoming a happier person. And I also have to talk about the coaches. The coaches they're here to invest in you. And you know that from the minute that you walk through the door. They are willing to share their own journey with you, that they're not perfect. They share, if you want to ask them, well, what's your eating plan, or how do you work out, and how did you get to this point? They're more than happy to share their journey with you, and it's real. It's real people. It's a real thing that's going on here, and it's a perfect place to get started in your journey as well. There are at least three, probably more than three, but big changes that have happened in my life over the last 6 months that I'd like to share about. And you'd think that weight loss would be the first one, but it's not. It's just about getting healthy. I've learned so much more about nutrition, and that's the wellness part of Breakthrough. It's very much a comprehensive program here, so I've learned a ton about nutrition, and as a result of it, I'm healthier, my family's healthier, I'm more in tune with the health of the people around me now. I make sure that my kids are eating healthy, and they understand why and the need to eat healthy. My husband has now joined Breakthrough, and together we work together as a team in our home to make sure that we have healthy snacks in the house for our family, that we make healthy meals. I'm really excited to share that my son, who just turned 13, is a state champion for wrestling. He worked really hard at eating right and working out, and he knew that that's what helped him have the payoff in the end to be a state champ. I have a daughter who's 17 who is coming back from a year-long injury from sports, and she's been going to physical therapy, and she did a one-on-one sports program here, and she knew that healthy eating had to be a part of that. And now she is starting back to sports for the first time in a year and is really excited, and she does her prep right along with us every weekend as we get ready for our week ahead, because we know that planning is super important. So now the whole family's involved. And the kids no longer, question, why am I eating this? They actually look for it and they say, what are we having tonight? Because we don't do fast food anymore at all. And if we do have to do fast food, we think about what are our choices going to be as a result of it. So one of the biggest benefits for me at this point in this journey is that we're getting healthy together as a family, and I'm paying more attention to the health of those around me. I don't keep snacks in my office for the folks that work for me. I make sure that the snacks that I keep are healthy snacks. When we have family gatherings, it's all healthy food, and everyone's surprised that healthy food is good food and it tastes good too. So that's always a bonus. I'd say another benefit for me is balance in my life. Because I am now getting up in the morning and coming to a 6 a.m. workout, something had to change. I could no longer go to bed at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to change that work-life balance. I had to make sure there was a work-life balance because there wasn't before. So now I make sure that I get to bed by a certain time, and I have a routine that helps me do that because I need some time to unwind and get ready to go to bed. I make sure that I schedule time at work to do work at work and not just say, oh, I'll just take that home, I'll take that home where I have more time, where it's quiet. Because if I take it home and I look for that quiet time, it means separating myself from my family to have that quiet time. So I no longer do that unless there's an absolute need for it. So there's a much better balance in my life now of work is at work unless there is an absolute need to bring it home, and then I make sure my family knows and they give me that time and that space, and there's family time now. There's that separation, and there wasn't that before. And I'd say another big benefit for me is obviously it's the losing weight, because it's okay to look in the mirror and the scale doesn't devastate you anymore. And I'm actually looking forward to summer, but I'm not at the end of my journey by any stretch. I'm just getting stronger every day. I've noticed the shape of my body is changing. I don't even pay attention to the scale anymore. I don't watch calories. I just watch what am I putting in my mouth and why am I putting it in my mouth. The scale is not something that I need to worry about, and calories aren't really something that I need to know about. So, I have experienced great weight loss in the last 6 months, and my clothes do fit me better. I'm actually excited to go shopping for clothes, which is something that I haven't been excited about in a very long time, but I just feel strong. I just feel really strong, and I feel healthy, and I feel like it's affecting everyone in my life, and that's exciting to me. If you're not sure where you're going on your journey and you need some help getting started, you absolutely need to come in and talk to Chris. He's not going to pressure you to start working out here. He's going to help you explore where you are on your journey and where you'd like to go and what kind of goals you want to set for yourself. And you'll have plenty of time to think about what you want to do about that. There's lots of opportunities here to come and do a 14-day kickstart, come in and try it out for a week. No one's trying to make me feel like I have to do something. This is something that I want to do for me. I have people who tell me, wow, you look great, what are you doing? And I tell them, where I'm going, and I tell them about the support and the accountability that's here, and they say, well, I can't do that because, I have kids and I'm running all over the place, and I just tell them that, sometimes you just need to do it. You just need to walk in and say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get started on this journey. And you'll be amazed at the things that you'll start changing in your life altogether. And you'll be amazed at the things that will just start happening for you. That you're going to start getting healthier, you're going to start feeling stronger, and you're going to start having more of a balance in your life. And you're going to start making yourself a priority so that you can be there for the people that you love. We all have obstacles in our life. We have life-threatening obstacles. I'm going to get a little emotional here. We have break us down to the ground kind of obstacles, but we learn and we get stronger through them. And here at Breakthrough, I know that there's always going to be someone here to support me and encourage me if I have a personal thing going on or I need to move to the next level. I know that I can come here and I have the right balance of support and accountability to help me get through anything. And I just keep pushing through. And anyone can do that. And when you make yourself a priority, you're doing something for yourself and you're doing something for the people that you love.